Last time out, we went subterranean with Chud. This time, we're going to talk about genetically mutated alligators down in the city sewers. What could be better than that? It's 1980s Alligator, next on Warehouse B. So, guys, Alligator's a movie I had not seen until today. I was actually thinking, I'm going to do this for Warehouse B, but as the movie went on, and I'm like, man, this is pretty good. I'm thinking maybe I should have reviewed this for Drew Reviews because even though this is a B movie creature feature, it's just done so well. Of course, it stars Robert Forster as Detective Madison, and he's investigating these crimes that have happened down in the sewers. These mangled bodies, these corpses keep floating up. At one point, he's talking with someone from a lab about this toe that they found, and later they were able to identify it, to its owner, and they had a service. And it's like, how big was the casket? Some really good dialogue in this movie. I like it. But as far as the plot, he's investigating these gruesome murders. But on the backside of that, you've got this company, Slade Pharmaceuticals, and they're trying to figure out a way, to put these hormones, to put all these different ingredients into these animals to make them bigger, maybe solve the world's food crisis. And so they got this seedy pet store owner in the beginning that makes fun of Forster's hair. And I really like that Robert Forster in this movie, Detective Madison, he doesn't take himself too seriously. He's starting to thin out up top, and there's like 4 male pattern baldness jokes in this movie, a couple by his love interest. I really like that. But this pet store owner is taking these animals to this lab. They're injecting them, and then he's taking them, dumping them in the sewers. Well, at the beginning of the movie, you've got this 12-year-old girl who her dad flushed her alligator into the sewer, and he's been presumably eating on these animals this entire time, so gaining, all that hormone. And along the way, Forster's character ends up taking this young cop who's really young and stupid down to the sewers, and he gets eaten, and that's when Forster goes, oh my gosh, it's this giant alligator. And so they have to release a press statement, and the head press guy, Kemp, he's really pushing to find out what's going on. They won't give him an answer, so he goes down to the sewer. There's this great scene where the alligator attacks him. You kind of see it for the first time, and it's all in camera flash. I thought that was shot really well, seeing just little bits of the alligator, like earlier when him and his young partner, there's a little bit of flashlight, and you see the alligator behind them. This movie's shot really well like that. All the sewer scenes are lit really well from one end, where you got just enough light to see what's going on. You can kind of see it going. The alligator in this movie, I thought was really good. Today, a lot of people would see this and go, oh, this is some sci-fi movie, but it's not. This is from 1980, and it's all practical, and it's very well done. I can't commend it enough for that. Today, Sci-Fi Channel or something would just take and CGI all that, and it would look terrible. So I appreciate the practical effects there. As far as some of the supporting cast, Marissa, the main love interest in this movie, she was actually the little girl whose dad flushed the alligator, and she's turned into this herpetologist, I believe is how you say it. She studies reptiles. She ends up falling for Forrester there. They have a love scene, and the dialogue's really good there. But then they kind of have this part in the diner where they break up, and then he goes to apologize to her later, and she goes, yeah, what are you apologizing for? What do you like about me? He's like, well, I love that you're the lead herpetologist, and that you've got a brilliant mind, and that you have beautiful tits. I thought that was really interesting dialogue. I was not prepared for that line. There's some really good carnage in this movie. You've got this alligator, and there's this one point during this birthday party, they push this kid off this diving board, and he's blindfolded, and the kids don't see the alligator down there, and all you see is red come up in the water. They actually had the guts to kill off the kid in a movie like this. There's a great scene where one of the lead scientists there at Slade Pharmaceuticals is getting ready to get married, and the alligator, he's come up out of the sewers, and he's wreaking havoc on the city, and he actually comes and crashes the wedding. It's great. He's hitting people with his tail, and he's flipping tables and eating guests. I just absolutely love that scene. But then after that, you get the climactic battle down in the sewer, of course. Madison ends up taking some stuff from the evidence room that was put there earlier in the movie, so I like how that was utilized. You know, this nothing scene where this guy comes in with a fake timer like he's a terrorist and going to bomb the police station. And he takes that and some dynamite. There's methane gas buildup down there. You know, he ends up blowing up the alligator. There's some pretty good tension there, not being able to get up through the manhole cover. That's pretty much it as far as the basic plot and some of the things that happen throughout the movie. As far as acting, there's no just inherently bad acting in this movie, which is surprising for a movie that came in under $2 million as its budget. I like Madison. I like Marissa. I like the Chief, Chief Clark, played by Michael Gazzo. As far as things I don't like, man, his eyebrows need their own zip code. They are wild in this movie. It's just crazy. And then Henry Silva is in this as well. He plays this big game hunter where after they fire Madison, they bring him in to take down this alligator. And he's just hokey in anything I see him in. This is no exception. At least we get to see the alligator eat him. So overall, I thought I was coming into this movie thinking, oh, this is going to be this terrible B movie. And I was pleasantly surprised. On a Drew Reviews scale, I'd give this a 7 out of 10. On a Warehouse B scale, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 4 out of 5. I think it's that good. It's over on Tubi. Be sure to go over there and check it out if you've not seen Alligator or not seen Alligator in a long time. A lot of great stuff, a lot of great cinematography down there, some good acting, some witty dialogue. A definite recommend on a Warehouse B list or a Drew Reviews list. Be sure and check it out. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like what we do here on Macho Movie Madness and would like to support the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate that. Me and Brandon and Kenny, we're always thinking up new things like this to do for you guys. So yeah, smash that like button. Let me know what you think of Alligator down in the comments, man. This was a fun time. And until next time, this is Andrew, and I'll see you down the line on the next Warehouse B.